Hi there, this is Doug, and today we're going to do adventures in figs and squash with Doug. I know most of you know me because of my artistry with glass and glass sculptures and bird baths and that sort of thing. Well, I thought I would try something a little different and see if you're interested. We moved to this property and I've discovered that we had a fig tree that I really knew nothing about, and I was trying to figure out, all right, so what do you do with a fig tree? Well, you check it out and see if you have things called figs. And in fact, I don't know how easily you'll see, I've got plenty of figs maturing on my fig tree. I actually picked a basket of them, probably about 6 cups today. So let's see what we can do with figs. And as for the squash, well, I've got a surprise for you with that one. So as you can see, I've picked some of my figs that appear to be nicely ripe. It's quite a few more than I thought I would have, so we're going to see what we can do with that. And then you know how it is in the garden. Once the squash gets going, it doesn't stop. So we'll also be doing something with some of this squash that got ahead of me. So give me a moment, we'll get our ingredients together and we'll see if we can start working with these figs. This is a new thing for me. I've never done anything with figs before, so we shall see. This is a recipe I found online for an award-winning fig recipe for fig bars. So it's basically making fig preserves and putting them inside a shortbread. Kind of like fig Newtons, and you know I always liked fig Newtons growing up. Okay, so we're going to see what happens when we cut these in half. Actually, we're going to cut the stems off. They're mostly off anyway, and slice them in half. And I'm told that's the way a fig should look. And nice and pink inside. Oh my goodness, these are so nice and soft. Shouldn't be a problem. So we will cut these in half. Okay, I've got a few more that I'm going to cut up, and then we're going to take those, put them in a saucepan along with some sugar and some cinnamon and some lemon juice, and we're going to kind of cook those down and make a puree. I'll be back. So we are going to take these figs into a saucepan. We're going to add ½ cup of sugar, about a tablespoon of lemon juice. It's supposed to be fresh squeezed from half a lemon. I didn't have that. And the recipe also said to add lemon zest. I didn't have that either, so we'll see how that goes. We're going to put this on the stove and cook it down. I also added a ½ cup of water to this. We're going to bring this to a boil, and then we're going to let it simmer for about 10 or 15 minutes. We have a stick blender that we're going to use to break it down and puree it. Well, we have simmered our figs for 15 minutes. They smell amazingly sweet. We're going to just take a moment with a stick blender and kind of puree that down. I don't want it to be too smoothly blended, but we'll blend it down a little bit. Our next step is to start making the dough. We have a cup of butter, which is 2 sticks, 3/4 cup of sugar, 1/4 cup of brown sugar. We're going to add later 2 cups of flour and a 1/4 teaspoon of salt. So this is what we'll do. We're going to put our brown sugar and our sugar into the bowl, and then we're going to add the butter. Once that's started to get a little bit of light and fluffy, we're going to add an egg yolk. Then the salt. And the flour. And I've learned with flour it's a little bit at a time. We're going to take half the dough to the bottom. Okay, we're ready to put it in the oven and hope for the best. Well, it's time to take it out. Let's have a look. Well, they're out of the oven. They've cooled off. They're a little crumbly, but they are delicious. They're sweet, and I guess, as they say, jammy. And with a nice shortbread crust, I think we have a winner. Well, to wrap up my fig odyssey, let me just share that I got a little carried away. The figs in shortbread was delicious, but I had so many figs, and I still do, that I went ahead and I made some fig preserves that have been delicious, and I canned those. And as I mentioned, I had a little bit to say about squash. The surprise on squash is I took some of the larger, older yellow squash that I had, I peeled them, seeded them, grated them, and used them in a zucchini bread recipe and threw in some raisins and walnuts. And that was much like your typical quick bread that you would make, pumpkin bread, banana bread, any of that sort of thing. I'll list the recipe I used for that and the recipe I used for the fig preserves. And if you happen to have a fig tree, go for it. And if you happen to have too much squash, yellow or zucchini, you can make a delicious zucchini bread out of that. Although you can't really go to friends and say, hey, I made some squash bread, you want some? Somehow it just doesn't come across the same. So that's our fig odyssey along with squash. Good luck. I hope you get a chance to try some of it too.